Superficial considerations. Do you have the experience that sometimes you want to help somebody find the right match and they're stuck with some superficial considerations, meaning like the color of the skin? I want the more fair skin, or I want this particular skin type, or maybe specific educational qualification, or maybe money. So what happens is sometimes these superficial considerations overtakes the values and standards, and these things should be warned against, and we have to do it. Jayapatak Maharaj, Guru Maharaj, my Guru Maharaj, he told me that the premarital training should begin before even they start having all these flowery expectations about what the spouse should have, and they should get trained how to choose. Because when you ask them what are your expectations, and they're like, I want this, I want that, etc. But if you ask them what are you willing to offer, they go so before choosing, they need to understand. They need to start talking about this. Um, they need to be very clear about why they want it. In other words, we need to tell people even before they start choosing, I want this person, that person, before they set their mind about certain considerations, we need to tell them these things and help them to choose in the right way and guide them towards Srila Prabhupada's mood. Otherwise, when things are not clear, the expectations are unclear, and then people also start feeling more confused. Oh, but I wanted that, but then it didn't come through. I wanted this, and it didn't happen. And then there's a lot of so expectations in itself is not bad. At the same time, because everybody wants to have a great marriage, um, if they start thinking of certain aspects in a person that they want to marry, and they plan their happiness based on those expectations, and when things don't go according to their bubbly plan, then they become surprised, they become frustrated. So the point is this: we should help people understand to not give too much importance to certain specific considerations, such as maybe physical looks or specific material education, or nor should we encourage them to completely ignore. Both extremes can be very difficult. So there needs to be a proper balance of understanding, these are my needs and these are my wants, and wants gets the secondary consideration. Because see, somebody who is very educated can't get married to somebody illiterate, or somebody very rich can't marry somebody poor, because then they later on will have too many difference of opinion. But at the same time, to become too attached to like color of the skin, I have seen in certain places that one of the top thing that they want in the list is fair skin girl, regardless of how dark the man might be, but they want a girl who is fair skin. But these are really like not so helpful considerations. At least if he wants a good cook, he gets something out of it. um, so these can be the different problems, and we need to create that culture of what is important and for whom, so that and it's time to do that, so we can establish certain basic standards, certain clarity we can give to people who are wanting to getting married. So we shouldn't um, neglect or ignore these expectations and desires of people. In other words, if somebody might want money, let's take an example of money. Somebody wants a person who has a lot of money. If you preach to her and say, no, 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 money is not important, and get her married to somebody who doesn't have money, then this person might have serious problems in life later on. So we need to really understand what is important for who, and not preach against certain things. At the same time, give them that basic foundation to understand. In India, this caste system is a huge thing. I'll tell you one story. There was a lady, she came from a particular caste of like flower selling caste. So she actually went to America and she did her PhD and she had a very, very well paying job. Then when it came to marriage, she is an Indian person. So mm, the parents and herself, they wanted the same caste boy. And the the funny thing is that that particular caste of the flower selling people are mostly like illiterate people in the village. And she being, very well educated, and she was in the West in America studying and PhD and well earning person, it was very difficult to find a match who was similar. So the point is that caste system used to be to determine certain cultural habits of people, cleanliness standards. Let's say if the man takes bath 3 times a day and the woman she takes bath only once in a week, then this can be a problem. So initially, that was the idea of seeing caste system in order to help people find similar habits, similar cultural and cleanliness aspects to match those elements. And today it has become a little bit of a some kind of a fantasy thing, or some kind of superstition. Oh, it has to be from this caste, without really understanding what was the purpose behind it. So we will need to study this further, and we need to have certain workbooks or like handbook material to help people understand these things. We have already, as a team in Bhakti Marriages, come up with wonderful lessons which describes these challenges and help people choose with right reasoning. So this is our second point. Thank you.